disclaimer, trigger, like this topic is a very much trigger warning. Not everyone might be able to handle listening to this. So I just want to put that out there. This might not be for you if you're if you're currently going through it, or you're still having thoughts about eating disorders, because it can be triggering for you, and I don't want to trigger anyone's eating disorder further.
Hi, besties, and welcome back to another episode of Looney Tunes.
Okay, so today, besties, we're actually not talking about that bubbly of a subject, but we're on like beanbags. Like, I feel bubbly because
we're chilling right now, like
yeah,
we're comfortable.
And we need to get comfortable, and so do you. So before I tell you what we're going to talk about, I suggest get comfortable, and you might get sad, you might relate, I don't know, you might go through a lot of emotions during this episode, because I know that we went through a lot of emotions regarding this topic. So we're talking about weight loss and weight gain, which is a very sensitive topic, and not just like losing weight or gaining weight in a fitness way or in a health way. We're talking about the emotional distress behind that entire journey. So guys, me and Sarah have both been at a point in our lives where we were skinny and overweight. We went through it all, and we actually went through some of these transitions together. So we're gonna talk about the beginning of our weight gain and how it started for the both of us. So do you want to tell them? Do you want to start?
Sure, I'll start.
Okay.
So basically, honestly, mine started in freshman year.
Really?
As soon as I got into university, like before that, I was fine. Like there was honestly nothing wrong with me yet. Because like when I look at the pictures now, I look and I'm like, oh my God, like I was so healthy. I was so thin.
Yeah.
I loved how I was back then. But back then, I had major insecurities. Thought I was fat. I thought I was 100 different things. This was in like grade 11, grade 12.
Yeah.
I was a stick, bro. But
guys, she was actually a stick.
was a
Like if you
stick.
see her pictures from then, you'd think she's crazy for thinking that about herself.
Anyways, that's a whole other story. Anyways, so then I got into university, and I think just being in the dorms and not having your family around, your parents around, you finish classes, you just want to go back to your room. You know, like honestly, freshman year, I did not go out that much. I was very much like sad. So I stayed in my room most of the time. And it's just binge eating and watching shows and, you know, just being there by yourself.
Yeah.
It really, really took a toll. Like I gained, I think, about 15 kilos. It was insane. And then that just kept adding up until senior year. It stabilized. Like I gained those 15 kilos. I gained them. Like I didn't gain more than that. But then senior year came. I lost a few. Then I gained even more. But senior year, I was taking 21 credit hours at university.
Yeah.
And it was hell. No, it was hell. Like even Luna was there because we lived together. You do not understand what I went through with those 21 courses. Like genuinely, it was the worst thing. I don't remember that year. Like that semester of 21 courses, I'm like blank.
Yeah.
Because of this, like I genuinely don't remember anything that happened that semester.
You were
because
going through it.
I was so stressed.
It wasn't just academic stress. I feel like for you, it was also like pressure.
Everything.
Yeah.
It was everything all together, and it was just insane. I genuinely did, like when I graduated, when we got on that stage and got our diplomas, I was like,
there's no way.
I was like, I can't believe I reached graduation, because I don't remember how I started the semester for me to finish the semester.
Yeah.
You know? But then by the end of the semester, I was obese by the end of the semester, like genuinely. I looked at myself in the mirror and I didn't know who I was. It was insane.
I can relate to that.
Yeah.
I feel like for me, I've only started, like the first time I truly struggled with like my body image and weight gain is actually, you'd be shocked, but when I was 12 and 13.
Oh.
Who the hell starts middle school fresh, you know? And on top of that, my parents were going through the beginning stages of divorce.
Yeah.
So I would binge and purge, but I had a eating disorder.
Yeah.
So I would sit down whenever I'm mad and I want to cry. I was mad every single day. I would sit down, I'd go down to the supermarket, buy the biggest chips, the biggest like fizzy drink, and the big, like everything big, big, big. And I'd sit and literally 1 hour, finish them all, like binge, binge, binge. I'd go to the bathroom, trigger warning, and I'd make myself throw up. I don't think I've ever told you this.
No. Never.
I've never told you this, right?
My God. It's just, it's so hard going through middle school and high school and university
And
with...
the thing is, like, I'd purge because I know that, like, oh, like, people at my new school are gonna think I'm fat, but like my whole life I've been a skinny girl.
Yeah.
I was a ballerina. I used to be I used to swim, not a swimmer, but I used to swim basketball. Like I was a very active girl and a very healthy one. Like
and so there was no reason for you to think like that, but then these thoughts just come into your brain and you can't help it.
I can't help it. I literally couldn't help it. And I remember, I think until this day, no one in my family knows about this. I think the first time they're going to hear this is in this episode, which is disappointing, but it's actually something that I was never able to talk about because I felt super ashamed of myself and just so embarrassed.
Yeah.
So whenever I would do it, it would be like the middle of the night when no one's watching, and I'd actually throw the trash out under my bed. And then when my mom wasn't at the house, I used to throw it. Like it was really bad. I did gain a little bit of weight from that, but not really because it would exit my body.
Literally.
But so throughout high school, thank God, I thought my body looked amazing. I was slowly, actually not high school, grade 11 and 12, I started going back to the gym, going back to being active, going back to taking dance classes. I was khalas, like I fit in now. I know everyone now. Like I've settled now in Abu Dhabi by that point. And then university came. Okay, listen, university, I'm literally like you guys. This is why we're saying our journeys are similar. I did gain weight freshman year, but it wasn't crazy.
Yeah.
It was like 2 kilos, 3 kilos, but it was only genuinely only because like I didn't know how to cook for and I'd just order food and we would like sit and like I remember when we used to hang out in the dorm.
Guys, we used to
we'd
order
feast.
Like we'd order like pizza at like 2:30 in the morning and we'd get like 3 pizzas and we'd just sit there and eat the whole thing. There's nothing wrong with that, but at the same time
it was every day.
It was
so that's wrong.
Yeah, there was no like we couldn't portion anything. You know, we just saw food, ate food. Like we didn't really take it into consideration like, oh, this is unhealthy, like we're gaining weight, we need to calm down, like nothing.
No. Yeah, we had, like you said, and at the same time, it was our first year of uni, so also new people, new pressure,
Excitement,
new classes.
Yeah.
So like, also the stress. Honestly, I will admit I am a stress eater. To this day, I am, by the way, even though I've recovered, but like I am. But anyway, so first year, second year, third year, I was kind of on the same wavelength. No. First year and towards the end of first year, when Corona happened, when COVID-19 happened and we went back to our houses, I started gaining weight. Like I gained, I think, in COVID alone, 6 kilos.
Oh.
Because we had nothing to do.
Yeah.
Like, what am I supposed to do? I'm bored out of my mind. I can't leave the house. There's nothing for me to do but eat.
Watch movies, stay on the couch. Like literally, that's what's there to do.
It was just eating. So after COVID and the first summer out, I remember I looked at my body in a swimsuit. I looked at my body in a crop top, and I'm like, ew. You know, like what is that? Like this is not me. I don't look like that. Like, where's my body? You know?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, it's. Like, I just kept reminding myself, it's the COVID weight. It'll go away once we're back on campus, once we're active. It'll go away, it's fine. And then when we did go back to campus, it did go away. Because we were walking, guys, our campus is huge. We walk a lot. And I joined immediately. We joined together the Syrian Debke.
Yeah. Disclaimer, I'm not Syrian, yeah. Like, I'm Palestinian.
But I am, and she's my bestie.
I'm Palestinian.
So yeah, after that, like I remember, okay, we wouldn't go to the gym and work out, but also our tal'at like required so much
Yeah.
physical like we'd swim, like no,
We do a bunch of things. Like,
Yeah.
genuinely, like, we wouldn't just stay home.
No,
You know, like,
at
we'd
all.
go out, we'd do things.
Yeah. So I lost the COVID weight then, the first year back on campus. But then when we moved together to our house, guys, if you were a true bestie, you'd know our story and how we lived together and all of that. And if you don't, then I suggest you watch it, or else you're not going to understand.
صراحة.
But yeah, so when we lived together, I was going through like actual.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had, like, I was struggling from all areas of my life, especially I was struggling with a certain person in my life so much that was like, that person was making my life so much harder and so much more unbearable, on top of already the senior stress, the graduating stress, the everything stress. Also that year, I took on the Syrian Cultural Board as president. That on top of me graduating, and on top of also that person making my life so hard during that year, but also losing that person that same year. So it was just like a bunch of emotions, like crazy
Yeah.
emotions. And it would reach so many times, by the way, when we lived together, you'd expect, oh, like, Akid, they were going out every single day, whatever. I promise you, we were at home every single day. We'd make people that want to go out with us come to
Stay
our house.
home, like, literally.
We wouldn't go out.
But we were the It's house, so it was nice.
We were the It
Yeah.
House, but what did the It House create? Eating.
Not just us, by the way. Like,
eating,
I feel like all of our friends went through that phase
Oh my
where they would
God.
just sit at home and rot and binge and eat with us because we didn't want to go out. So they would do the same exact thing as us.
It was so bad. And the thing is, like, any emotion that, okay, that entire year, the first and most important emotion that I was going through, even Sarah, is stress.
Yep.
Like I said before, when I stress, I eat. So yalla, 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 yalla. If I'm sad, I eat. If I'm happy, I eat. If I'm celebrating, I eat. If I'm treating myself, I eat. If I, like, I was at this point just making excuses for me to eat. Oh, I'm sad, I deserve this ice cream. Oh, I'm upset, or oh, I failed my exam, I want to feel better, I deserve this big meal. Like, you don't deserve it, first of all. Like, you can't look at food
As a
like,
reward.
As a reward, because it's not. After recovering and after weight loss and all of that, I discovered that food is fuel. Period. I'm not telling you, listen, I'm the biggest foodie there is. Ask anyone. Whenever anyone wants to know what's the good restaurant for whatever, I tell them. I have the best taste buds. And I love food and I love to enjoy food, but within limits. Like, you don't, just because you're celebrating doesn't mean you can eat 5 slices of cake. Just
Yeah.
because you're sad doesn't mean that you're allowed to have a 2,000 calorie meal in one sitting. That's not just like robbing yourself of your body, but that's also robbing your mental health, because the toll that it has on mental health is crazy, even though you might not realize it in the moment. But your hormones change, everything changes. So it's like, it's really, really not good for you. So.
is.
And I also, by the way, because I was so stressed because of that person, I would binge. I started binging again. Like how I used to, I fell back into my old ways, basically. But the difference is, this time I wasn't vomiting. I wasn't making myself vomiting. I was keeping it as fat in my body, which made me feel constantly disgusting. Like, on top of like being already stressed all the time, now I'm waking up, I'm looking at the mirror, I'm like, why is my face so big? Why is my body so big? So, for example, if like I'm meeting someone new or whatever, I'm like, oh, I wonder how they're looking at me now, because I look in the mirror and I look like. And what do I do about it? Instead of crying about it, I eat about it. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Guys, senior year of university, I gained 15 kilos. 15 kilos. That's not normal. Okay? Like, that's literally not normal. And you know what was the challenge? Like, the fact that we faced it together
Yeah.
was a challenge, because I can't pull her out. Neither can she.
None of us could do anything about
Anything
it.
about it.
Because like, even like, we would sit down and, for example, like, I'd get up, I'd wear something, I'd look at her and I'd be like, does this make me look fat? And she'd be like, no, like, what the hell? Because we didn't see it. You know, like, I didn't realize it, she didn't realize it, none of us realized what was going on. till we got out of that environment, till we got out of that mentality, we finished university, and we looked in the mirror and we were like,
what the hell is that? Like, what the hell is that?
Yeah.
And like, truly, when she says, like, I'm a very honest person, especially with my friends. If you tell me, do I look bad in this shirt? I'll tell you it's disgusting. Take it off.
yeah, for sure.
But we didn't see it in each other because we both like looked like each other. You know, like we were both gaining the same amount of weight.
We genuinely couldn't tell. Like, people probably ask, no, there's no way you couldn't tell if you gained that much weight. No, like,
we
saw
couldn't
each
tell.
other every single day. We lived together. We didn't tell we couldn't tell the difference.
And I feel like, honestly, which is so bad, and this is the first time I tell you this, I feel like low-key we were enabling each other.
Yeah, because especially,
is
for
so
example,
bad.
like, she'd be sad or I'd be sad, and we'd sit together and look at her and be like, you know, it would make you feel better if we this was like a year and a half ago, yeah, before the genocide. If we order McDonald's, like, that was our go-to all the time.
Our go-to, literally.
All the time. So it was just every single day. Probably the rider probably just didn't even need to see the address anymore. Didn't even need to follow the location. He would just be like, oh, this address, yeah, I know it. Because
Yeah,
from how
literally.
much he's been there.
And you know what sucks is that I didn't realize, like, the biggest challenge I feel like is, okay, yeah, we didn't see it in each other, but other people we know for a fact saw it, but never pointed it out and never said anything about it and enabled it even more. Oh no, you look so good, even though for a fact I look disgusting.
Yeah.
How are you telling me I look good? Or like trying to be quiet about it, or shy about
sugarcoat it,
or sugarcoat it. Like, they know we were guys, we were fat. We weren't normal. Like,
Yep.
we were fat, and it was so disgusting. And although our journeys were similar and they kind of happened the same way, and last year they happened together, but they were so different at the same time. What do you think was different about our journeys, actually?
I don't know. I guess how we dealt through it, honestly. Like, for sure, how we dealt through it. For me, I feel like I avoided it for so long. For sure.
Yeah.
Like, I avoid things all the time. Like, if I know, I would know something is wrong, okay, and I see myself doing it, but I, like, khalas, like, it takes a while for my brain to actually realize, Sarah, like, you're destroying yourself. You know, so every time I'd think, oh, Sarah, maybe you need to calm down. Maybe you need to actually work through this. I'd be like, no, like, I'm fine. I'm fine. I don't talk about things, you know, like, I bottle things up all the time, which is how I cope with things. And I know it's wrong, Asma, thank you very much. But yeah, that's just how I cope, you know, but with you, it was different.
With me, it was different. Like, it felt like some way I was self-aware that I looked bigger and different. But at the same time, not that I was trying to ignore it. I was trying to ignore the fact that people can see it too.
Yeah. For sure.
Me?
Yeah, 100%. I feel like one of the biggest things that actually hit me is when I realized that I was this big now, I was like, this is what people see. Like, this is how I look now.
Yeah.
Which is so sad.
Which is so sad.
It really is so sad. But
yeah, I was like, no, like, there's no way I actually, like, people don't see it that way. People love me anyways, people, whatever. But like, listen, it's not about people loving, like, your best friends and your friends, they're not gonna judge you or not be friends with you because you're fat. But at the same time, it does change your societal status. The most thing that sucks about weight gain is the societal expectations of how a body should look like. And that's what I was trying to avoid in my journey. I'm like, no, like, I get it, I'm fat, but like, no, they don't think that. Or whenever I realize that I'm fat and I look in the mirror, I'm like, I'm fat. I'm already fat. So what's stopping me from eating this? Yeah. I reached that level, which is a very dangerous level.
Very dangerous.
What harm can it do? Like, my body is like this now. There's nothing I can do about it.
What would one more burger do?
What would one more burger
Yeah.
do? What would one more bag of chips do? Nothing. That is crazy. To think that way is crazy. And honestly, I don't even know what societal expectations are, because I know that my family were the only ones that would point it out to me. They always used to go like, Luna, what the hell? Because my family are used to me looking a certain way.
Yeah.
And they're like, what happened to you? Like, you destroyed yourself. Like, haram alaykim. Your face is beautiful. Like, you're a very, very pretty girl. So why are you fat? But what did that do to me?
That would make you stubborn, bro. That would make you like, oh, you think I'm fat? Okay, well, jakara fikum, I'm just gonna eat.
Exactly. And I'm like, bro, because I was thinking, okay, listen, at this point, I know I'm fat, but like, are they body shaming me?
Yeah.
Like, my family's body shaming me? Like, do they not love me? At the point, I felt
For
like
sure.
they don't love me because I'm fat now.
No, you're right. You're right. 100%.
You know?
I would fight with my mom about it. You know, I'd be like, what? Like, you think I'm ugly? Like, is that what you're telling me? Even though she really wasn't. Like, she wasn't telling me I'm ugly. She was genuinely just looking out for me.
Just concerned.
You know? Yeah, because I gained weight so fast. Like, you know, like there wasn't any time to process the weight gain.
Exactly.
Especially because, you know, when you mentioned high school, you know, I just realized I said, you know, a lot, by the way. Anyways, during high school, I really wasn't the girl who actually paid attention to how her body looked like. Yani, for me, I didn't really realize how I looked like till someone pointed it out to me.
Oh, in high school?
In high school. So when I was in
But
grade
you
11.
were skinny.
I was skinny in high school. And then in grade 11, I had a person enter my life. And from the moment that person entered my life till that person exited my life, all I heard was, if you were thinner and if you were more beautiful, then maybe, then I would have loved you. You know, and you can't hear that when you're like, 15, 16, you can't hear that and just accept it.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a really big toll on you.
100%.
Like, especially if you hear it every day.
Especially if you're close to that person.
100%. Especially if you hear it every day of your life. And I didn't have to take it. I didn't, but I did. Like, I sat there like an idiot and I took it, you know. But if I know now what I knew then, I wouldn't have accepted it.
Yeah.
But I accepted it then and just took a really big mental toll because I was like, if this person thinks this way, like, imagine what everyone else around me can see. Like, do they think I'm ugly? Do they think do I need to be a specific standard? Like, am I really not like these girls online? Do I really have to look like them to be pretty? It just takes a huge toll on you. To think that society might view you as ugly was earth-shattering to me, to think that.
Especially at that age. It's like, you're still 16 years old.
You know?
Like, you don't need that right now. Like, it's too young. And I feel
sure.
like that age alone, like 16, 17, 18, are the most critical years of your teenage years, because that's when you're going through that.
For sure.
That is the first time you go through, oh, by the way, I have to think about my actions and how I look like and how everything I do is, because right now people are looking.
Exactly.
Right now people are talking.
And then when I started hearing those things, I would not eat. Like, I would starve myself. But then came 11 p.m., 12 a.m., and I'm absolutely starving. I'm starving and I just need to eat something. So I eat at 12 a.m. and I sleep directly after. Hence, I had one meal a day right before I went to bed and didn't have time to digest it. So I gained so much weight.
My family did not, like, I know they were telling me that because they love me, they care about me, but just hearing my mother and my grandmother and my grandfather say, you have such a pretty face, you could have a nicer body, just made me feel like my family are objectifying me.
Yeah.
You know, like, is that all I am to you? Is that my self-worth to you? Like, you describe me and you identify me as, like, from how I look like, you don't love me for me. Like, and I did question that, like you, I'm like, oh my God, like, do they just care? Because, okay, listen, my grandmother and my mother love showing me off to people. Okay, I'm constantly invited out with 76-year-old group of women on lunches because my grandma likes showing me like a trophy. Okay, so does my mother. Every time I go to Syria, it's the time to make meet and greet with everyone that you haven't seen in a year. So she wants me to look a certain way. So I knew in my heart and in my brain, yes, they just want me to go back to how I looked like so they can trophy me around like they love to do. So now that I gained weight, I realized they stopped trophying me, which I didn't like being trophied, but at the same time,
When it stopped,
it
you
did
realized.
give me validation. And no, like, I'm not gonna lie, it did. When it stopped, I'm like, ouch. Like, you are hiding me now, right now. You don't
Yeah.
want to show me. That's so harsh, you know? Even though I hated those outings, but it's just the thought. It's so harsh.
Yeah.
Like, how come, like, okay, I get it. I don't look the same. But at the same time, it's so unfair how much pressure they put on me because my body is constantly changing.
For sure.
During that phase, like, your body keeps changing till 25 is when you settle and you're like, okay, yeah, like, this is my body. Like, I'm still growing. I'm still not fully grown. I was 19. I was 19, 20, 21. I'm still, like, they can't do that, you know? And
you
it's-
just started. يعني,
I just
Like,
started.
they did that when you just started living. خلاص, like, this is your prime time.
they'd make me feel bad about eating. And then I remember every time I'm eating, I'd remember their comments, stop eating, you're fat, basically. And that didn't make me want to stop. That made me want to eat more because I'm pissed.
Jakarta, literally Jakarta.
And no, because I also tie my emotions to food, which is so bad. Right now, alhamdulillah, it took me, a decade to recover from this since I was 12. Alhamdulillah, okay, I'm not fully there yet.
Yeah.
But alhamdulillah, yani, I don't tie my emotions to food anymore. But like, yeah, no, like they drove me crazy. But you know what actually slapped me in the face? My mom and grandma, it's normal for them to say that. They're women, they want to show me off, whatever.
Your dad?
Yeah. My dad shocked me when he looked at me and he said, Duna, fix yourself. There's the amount of weight you gain. Like, I'm never going to forget it. He's like, there's no way you look like that. You know? He's like, I don't care about how you look like. But haram, my dad, he's like, I don't care about how you look like, but it does show on you. And I'm telling you, if you continue down this road and this path, you're going to end up with so much health problems. And I don't want it to get to that level. So we're going to start now. As soon as you're back from uni and you're at my house, everything's going to change. No more eating outside. We're going to portion. We're going to, like, thing is, what I love and appreciated about my dad is that, like, him pointing it out made me realize even more. But also, I liked how he was pointing it out, but also offering solutions and help.
He wanted to help you do it.
Exactly.
You know, he wasn't just telling you, he wasn't just pointing it out just for your information. He was pointing it out, but telling you, but this can happen, but we're going to do this, that. Like, okay, you gained this, but we're going to do this.
And he even told me, he's like, whatever you need a personal trainer, we'll hire. You need to go to a nutritionist, we'll go. You want to sign up for the gym, we'll do whatever you want, but start.
Yeah.
Like, he was very, very supportive. So that's what I appreciate. It was really hard. And by the way, that person that you were close to that made you feel like that, I remember the person that I was close to that was making me binge eat so much during my senior year, that person. I felt like the reason why it also spiraled, and I know that person will never admit it, but I know that person thought it, like, I fully believe that person thought it, is that person looked at me and was like, ew. Because the last time that person saw me...
You were thinner?
Yeah. And how did I feel it? I felt it through personal interactions. Like, the way that person would treat me was so much different after I gained weight, which I was like...
You were weirded out because of it.
Yeah, because I get it. Obviously, like, I get that people judge and like...
بس مش لهالدرجة. مو لهالدرجة.
And I'm not saying that person ever said anything about it. No, haram. Like, fully, that person didn't.
But you just saw it in their eyes that they thought it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I felt it. And I'm like, ugh. So I didn't even want to be associated with that person anymore, because that person made me feel and always made me feel like. And what pissed me off more is that person is the reason why I'm here. It's the reason why I'm So I just want to talk about something. Like, it's one thing having these societal expectations of looking a certain way from your family, from your friends, maybe, but it's a whole other thing on social media.
No,
I'm
no.
sorry. Why is there a confusion around the perfect body on social media? Why did objectifying a woman's body become a trend on social media? Like, 1 second it's, oh guys, being skinny is back. Another second you see obese people walking down fashion runways, which, by the way, I get it, body positivity and everything, but at the same time, no, you're promoting obesity.
I'm so
Obesity
sorry.
is a disease.
Like, I swear to God, I'm so sorry. Of course, everyone should love their own bodies.
100%.
You should feel comfortable in your own body. But at the same time, you need to be able to know when it's time
When it's dangerous.
when it's time to stop.
Yeah.
Like when you hit that 100 kilogram mark and realize that you've slowed down, that you can't breathe properly, you're not sleeping right, you can't walk up the stairs anymore. You need to do something about it. It's not beauty. You can be beautiful, you can feel beautiful, but you can look in the mirror and say, this is unhealthy. Like that, you can love yourself and still fix
acknowledging
yourself.
it.
Yeah.
By acknowledging it. Like, I get it. Listen, some people are born obese. Okay, some people from a very young age also.
It's genetics.
It's
Fine.
genetics.
Yeah.
1, 2. Some people, due to medications they took, like,
Yeah.
I know a lot of stories like that of like obese people that had to take certain medications that made them that way, and they're continuing to take it for their health, so they cannot be any other way. Like, they actually can't help it.
Yeah.
To those people, I'm very sorry, and I see you, and I'm very sorry that you're going through this, or that, like, you have to go through this, and maybe you want to change, you want to try changing, but there's nothing you can do about it. I'm here for you. Like, listen, I'm not saying like fat people are ugly or obesity is
Not
ugly,
at
or that
all.
you shouldn't you shouldn't feel like pretty in it. You should feel ugly and you should feel shit about yourself. I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is, don't promote it, because
Yeah.
it's not body positivity. It's not healthy. It's not healthy.
Exactly. Body positivity is when you can love yourself no matter what size you are and everything. And that's fine. You should love yourself no matter what size you are. Whether you're a size 2, whether you're a size 26, it doesn't matter. You should love yourself. But you should love yourself enough to acknowledge that there's something that you need to work on. That's it. If you see yourself getting out of hand, you don't have to hate yourself for it. Say, because I love myself, I need to get my health back.
For myself.
That's it. Like, and I know it's not easy. And no one is saying it's easy. It could take years. And it truly, truly needs dedication and discipline for you to be able to restrict yourself and diet and everything. And honestly, like, Adi, you can go 4 months being absolutely perfect on a diet, and then suddenly 3 months you mess up. That's totally normal. It's part of the journey, but the point is to just start. Put your start with your mentality, put your mentality in that place and start doing something about it.
Yeah, create space for yourself to allow yourself to improve yourself.
Exactly.
Like, you can't say, oh my God, I need to lose weight. Yalla, I'll start going to the gym tomorrow. But what are you doing right now? Why don't you go now? Start now. This is what we're basically saying. Like, if you truly love yourself and you're confident in yourself, then you don't love yourself if you think being obese is healthy and you're embracing it and you're walking down the runway.
Yeah.
Okay? You don't love yourself. You're in denial. You're delusional. If you truly love yourself, you tell those people. What I'm talking about is these big names, big models that are like, yeah, if you're fat, it's okay. And who said I don't look good in a bikini? No one said anything about that. No one said you don't look good in a bikini or you can't wear this dress because your body's like this. It's not about how you look. It's about your health.
Inside you.
Your life expectancy, also how you look from the inside, affects your inside, whether it's mentally or like health problems, your heart, your life expectancy, your lifestyle. Like, if
Literally.
you weren't a person that was genetically born like that or became like that due to medications and can't help it, if you were a person that gained weight by just eating recklessly and like ihmeling yourself, basically. What's ihmeling in English? Letting go of yourself. If you gained weight by letting go of yourself, then it's your job to fix it, because it's your responsibility. If you love yourself, it's your responsibility. It's not about what people say, what people talk, how I look good in a bikini regardless. No, babes. Like, health problems. How are you, if you're young, how are you gonna take care of your child if you can barely move from the couch to the bathroom? How are you gonna take care of your child when you're married and you have kids? How are you gonna take care of your parents when they're old? Helping them up, putting them down. Your body needs to be at a physical strength. That's the healthy way to, whether you like it or not, that's the way it is.
Yep.
I'm sorry. I'm not telling you become a gym bro and a gym sis and go to the gym every single day and grind and lift and pull-ups and I don't know what. No. But maintain exercise no matter the form, whether if it's you walk every day for 30 minutes, whether if it's instead of taking a taxi to a place that's 5 minutes away from my house, you walk it, or you go down to the gym and you do a little bit of cardio on the treadmill and maybe some normal workouts, or you open your TV and literally put a YouTube video of someone doing it, or you go. Honestly, the funnest way of like exercising is going to classes for me. I love it.
I love it.
Do Pilates.
Oh, Pilates is so much fun.
Yeah.
It's so nice.
It's so much fun. I mean, Pilates is more for toning your body.
Yeah. But it works. Like, wow, guys. Like, honestly, 5 lessons of Pilates, I looked in the mirror, I was like, hey,
you
babe.
look different. Literally. Hit classes. Go to like group classes. Group classes are super motivating, super fun. By the way, shout out to the best group trainer that we know. Asma, guys, is recently became a group trainer at the platform in Abu Dhabi, and I'm so proud of her.
And Matcha.
And Matcha, of course. But her hit classes in platform, the way her energy, the way she speaks, like the way she motivates, like there would be, guys, hit is very intense. So there would be times where I'm in her class and I'm like I need a break, like I can't do it. She'd come to me, she's like, Yalla Luna, yalla.
It sucks when it's your best friend teaching the class, you know, like you have nowhere to run.
The thing is, I want to be the best and the top performing in her class because everyone knows like she's my best friend. I don't want her to be embarrassed of me, like, guys, because she said it in her class, guys, Luna, my best friend is here. And then imagine now all eyes are on me and I'm like not doing it. That's embarrassing.
Asma, I will come to one of your classes, I promise. Guys, I still haven't been to one of her classes.
We're gonna go.
I will go, I promise.
Yeah. So yeah, you need to have a healthy lifestyle. I mean, listen, you can't, not every day can be perfect. Not every day can you wake up and go do an exercise or eat healthy meals. Some people have very busy lives. Some people, like, really, they can't, like, even meal prep is too much for them.
No, for sure. Like, honestly, those people that say that, yeah, every single day I eat fully healthy, fully high, and you might eat fully healthy, but if I'm gonna be honest, like,
it's bullshit.
Like, come on. You're telling me that entire week you don't sneak in one piece of chocolate or you don't eat something that's other than salad, fruits and vegetables, you know? And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, every 2-3 days, get yourself something that you like to eat. If you're craving something, eat it. No one's telling you not to eat it,
but it's within limits.
Yeah, within limits. Like, just
within
portion.
Limits, yeah.
You want chocolate? Amazing. Usually you eat the whole chocolate bar. Eat half. Like, portion.
Or start getting your body used to new types of food. So you are a chocolate lover, let's say, start substituting milk chocolate with dark chocolate.
For example, yeah.
Even dark chocolate, you can't eat a lot of it, by the way, but it does satisfy that sweet craving that you have. What we didn't tell them is that we lost the 15 kilos that we gained.
Woo! Obviously, still a long journey to go.
Obviously. But now it's toning time.
Yeah, now it's toning time. Like, now we're comfortable. We like where we are. We just need to tone, get better, you know, like hit the gym and stuff like that. Just stay consistent.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
I wouldn't mind actually losing 2 more kilos.
Yeah.
But I think that's
No,
enough.
I'm down to lose like 6 more.
No. I feel like I'd look bad if I like. I like being like not thick. I like being like a little bit juicy, you know.
I feel like for me, like, I just want my face to be thinner You know,
Yeah.
so I just want to lose like 6 more, because like I feel like if I lose 6 more, then even if I gain like 2, 3 more kilos after
be
that,
fine.
it'll be fine.
Yeah.
You know, like I'd still look good.
I get you.
Yeah.
Anyways, you know what else I've been seeing on social media a lot, which has become a trend, which is sickening.
What?
How is that a trend?
What?
Body dysmorphia, which is a mental disorder, became a trend on TikTok. It became glamorized on TikTok. Suddenly, you see one girl after the other saying, I have body dysmorphia. Or people like some content comedy creators would joke like, oh my God, like I ate this, that, I have body dysmorphia. Guys, it's not a joke to just say I have body dysmorphia. Do you even know what that means? Do you even know what that stands for? Do you even know like anything? Like you can't just come on here and say I have body dysmorphia and then you constantly see body dysmorphia, body dysmorphia. Young kids are on this app. Young kids are on social media. They're seeing this. They're like, what does it mean? They go Google it and Google says, and then now they think they have it and they self-diagnose and they start acting on it. Guys, it's sick. You don't promote body like or any mental issues on social media. It's not a trend. It's not glamorous. It's not something nice or fun. Like, are you kidding me? It's crazy the amount of things I've seen about body dysmorphia. No way. Like, also there's this trend that I actually really hate that I want to talk about.
What is that?
You know that trend where like, oh my God, like instead of finishing my burger, I ate half of it. So if you see a speck of dust around, don't be scared, that's me. You know that?
No. What is that?
It's something like that. Like all the girls started doing it to a certain sound. Like, oh, by the way, usually I finish my coffee. Today I threw out half of it. So if you guys see a flying speck of dust around, that's me from how skinny I am.
Supposed to be funny يعني مش فاهمة. مش
Actually, we're gonna clip in a video from that trend. That trend went viral on TikTok. Every single person is doing it now. Like, oh my God, I skipped dinner. I skipped dinner last night. So if you wake up and see like a wind blows by you, that's me.
Oh my God.
You remember that?
Oh my God. Yes, it's like the one that says, what is it? Oh my God, guys, I ate a lettuce burger today. Can you see me though? Like, am I even visible to you right now?
Yeah, can you see my waist? Guys?
Listen, I know a lot of people might be like, oh my God, like people are so sensitive and I don't know what. It's not about being sensitive. Like, honestly, it's just about knowing what to talk about and knowing about what not to talk about, knowing what should go viral, knowing what should not go viral. Things that relate to body image and mental health and stuff like that. It really, like, it's not a subject to be taken lightly, especially on the internet.
And it's not a joke. Some people really have these struggles,
Yeah,
you guys, and you're taking a piss,
kids,
honestly.
Like, it's kids. Like, the biggest thing in this whole conversation is kids are on these applications, kids watch these videos, kids follow these huge influencers that make jokes out of everything, literally everything that has to do with body image, everything that has to do with mental health, everything that has to do with just health in general. They make fun of it and kids watch it and khalas. You know, it sends a wrong message. You're not doing your job as an influencer. You're not.
I don't even know how that became viral or who even thought of it to begin with. Because like, why? Like, why did you need to say that? And then why did everyone follow? Like, now kids, maybe younger kids, maybe 10, 9-year-olds, which are the biggest audience on TikTok, might see it and go like, oh, if this influencer, she felt skinny because she skipped dinner last night. Maybe I should skip dinner too. Maybe I'll feel that way too when I wake up and then I can make that video. Guys, these are kids. This is the way that they think. So then you're creating eating disorders for them.
For sure.
And you're literally like stomping their growth at that age from literally until 25 even. But like, let's say kids development age until like
They need to eat.
They need to eat. Like, I'm sorry.
They need to eat.
They need to eat and they need to have a healthy relationship with food, because if they don't, when they grow up, they're gonna be... Anyways, so kids right now, I know they're feeling that way. And why do we know they're feeling that way? Is because we're Gen Z. So we grew up with social media and we grew up honestly, I personally grew up with Victoria's Secret fashion shows. So I thought this is how my body should look like. And I thought that this is how my body will look like in the future. We grew up, we are the internet generation. We are the social media generation. We grew up from when Instagram looked like this ugly logo, you know? Like, and we grew up following all these celebrities on Instagram and seeing them post in bikinis and seeing their bodies and seeing guys die over it. And seeing even our guy friends at school, oh, my celebrity crush and I don't know what, like... And when we see like our guy friends talk about it in school, like, oh, this is my celebrity crush.
You'd look at them and you'd be like, what the f-? Like, that's not me.
Yeah.
You know, like,
and
why isn't that me?
That.
Yeah, exactly.
And you think, oh, maybe I'll be that when I grow up. Like, the things we were exposed to and like on social media from a young age is like shocking, because you guys don't understand. And this is what parents and millennials don't understand, or any other generation before. They didn't grow up like that. They didn't grow up with access to as much information as we do.
They didn't see the things on the internet that we saw, that we experienced.
We also grew up with cyberbullying. Oof. We grew up having people comment on our pictures. Oh my God, her glasses are ugly. Oh my God, why is her nose like that? And we grew up seeing those comments also being done on other people. And we're like, we became scared now. We became scared of being public figures. We became scared of like people's opinions.
No, 100%.
Now we're watching out, you know? And like if you have like a little pouch or a little like... I have a little pouch. It's little though. It's disappearing.
Disappearing, guys.
Like you'd see models on Instagram sit down and like their stomach is stuck to their back.
Gab, bro, stuck.
Yeah, and as a kid, like especially if you didn't look like that, like as like in high school and middle school, you didn't look like that. You're like, oh my God! But like for example, Selena Gomez looks like that. Why don't I? Like Selena Gomez.
Hailey Bieber looks like that.
Hailey Bieber looks. Kendall Jenner, Kendall and Kylie ruled our world.
But remember King Kylie phase?
Literally.
Oh my God.
Literally.
Oh my God. I remember people in high school going crazy over that.
Honestly, to a certain degree, I do, for our generation, Gen Z women, I do blame, and I think Kylie Jenner should take a chunk of that responsibility, because she literally like was the first person to like start embracing and promoting changing things about yourself. Like she's the first big influencer that started like the way she literally promoted her new look, which is her big lips, which she didn't have before, is by creating an entire makeup brand based on her changing herself, based on her changing her look, based on her changing her lips. The first product that came out was Kylie lip kits.
Listen, honestly, I don't like it, but I don't blame her for it. You know why? Because
I'm not saying her changing herself is wrong.
I get you.
But what I do blame her for is that as a person as public as her, and as a person that knows she has this much power and this much influence, especially on young girls, the way she did it and went about it in a promotion type of way is so wrong. She should have taken responsibility at least and went on Instagram or something and said, for example, I do not promote this. I did it because I like it, and that's fine. Listen, if you want to change any part of your body, whether you want to get fillers, a nose job, change your hair, I'm completely with it. If you think that's going to make you look better and feel better from the inside and the outside, then go for it. I'm not shaming cosmetic surgery or cosmetic changes at all. But what I'm saying is don't also like promote it to young girls. We were young girls.
No, for sure.
But
honestly, like as much as it's her fault for doing that as a big public figure, it's really also the people's fault for making things like that go viral. You know, like I know people can't help it and stuff like that. Like things go viral because things go viral.
No, but people make things go viral.
Literally, we are the ones that choose who to make famous and who to not make famous. We are the ones that watch the content, and people are just constantly choosing
the wrong people.
Exactly.
Constantly choosing.
You are making the wrong people famous.
And you know why I say Kylie, by the way? Because when Kylie first did her lips and came out with the lip kits, Trust, I was the first person to buy those.
Oh my god, and remember after the Kylie lip kit thing, they started giving those like lip suckers?
That's what I wanted to talk about.
They started
That's
talking
what I
about the
wanted to
lip
talk about.
suckers.
I'm telling you, I was a big fan of Kylie. I am a big fan of Kylie. Growing up, looking up to Kylie for beauty and whatever, I was literally the first. I literally, as soon as she launched Kylie Cosmetics, I bought 5 lip
Yeah.
kits, and I bought them to my uncle's house in America, and he shipped them to Abu Dhabi to me. Like literally, that's how bad. Okay, so as a young girl as well, I was like what, 14 at the time. The popular lip sucking trend came on, and I was like, I wasn't doing it for fun anymore. I was actually
Doing it for-
so I can have lips that look
Yeah.
like Kylie.
Yeah, and if you didn't have those lip suckers, then people would use a water bottle. They would use
All types of
anything,
things.
like literally anything that has a hole. They would put and suck it in so that their lips could blow up.
And that was
it's
super
so
dangerous. That was super. You're literally trapping your blood.
Literally, you know the amount of blood vessels that could pop, like.
But
we
literally,
were stupid.
I remember when that happened, like when that became a trend, it wasn't just a trend for me. I kid you not, before every single hangout or outing that I
You
had,
would do it.
I would do it.
Yeah.
And then apply my lip kit. I'd do it and apply my lip
Yeah.
kit. Like now I want lips like Kylie. And by the way, I don't have small lips. Like I've never had lip fillers in my life. I think my lips are not big, they're not small. They're fine, you know? And when I was younger, my face was smaller, so they were big already. No, I wanted them bigger because I want to look like Kylie. So that's why I really blame her.
Because that's what the standard beauty was.
Yeah.
Because people would look at Kylie and be like, that's what beautiful is. And if you were any less than that, then you thought of yourself as worthless.
And that's the thing though, that was the beauty standard at that phase.
Yeah.
The thing with beauty standards is that we are constantly seeing different beauty standards. 1 second, the clean makeup look is a trend. And that's what every girl is doing. So now this is how we're going to do our makeup.
Yep.
Another second, guys, glam is back. Mob wife is back for 2024.
Or goth makeup. Why am I seeing goth makeup on TikTok?
Really?
Yeah.
No, I'm on mob wife TikTok.
I'm on goth makeup TikTok. And listen, not that that's not interesting to see. Like, I don't think I've ever come across goth makeup before, but I was surprised.
And that's
I was
the thing.
taken aback.
All beauty advice that we take, all beauty advice that we do and apply to ourselves are the beauty standards that are set by social media. Like, guys, almond nails are in now. Never mind, let's bring back square. Or, oh my god, this is the best blush ever right now. Oh my god, never mind, Rhode came out with a lip. It's constantly a new thing. Constantly a new
خلاص
thing.
عن جد.
You know?
Like it's just that when will people have enough of these same topics? Like, you don't get annoyed of these same exact topics. Oh guys, what we hate this now. We like this one. Oh guys, this makeup brand is cancelled. Let's go to this makeup artist. خلاص.
It's not just about that. It's about you don't even know what looks good or what doesn't anymore, because now you're struggling with your body image through digital, which also causes overconsumption, by the way, which is a really bad problem that this generation has. Overconsumption and overpurchasing just because
Consumerism.
Consumerism. It's at its peak in our generation.
Yep.
As soon as a new lipstick is trending, everyone
sold
has
out.
to have it. As
Sold
soon
out.
as a dress from Zara even is trending, everyone is in the same dress. A hair color. I literally saw a TikTok today about this, by the way. There was this girl that was saying, bring back gatekeeping, because listen, we're not saying if a girl came up to you and said, oh, I love your shoes, where are you from? Don't tell her. No, tell her, because it's mean not to. But stop oversharing the unique traits about you, the unique things that you do to yourself to make you look special. Because at this day and age, we all look the same.
I swear to God, copy
We
paste.
all look the same.
We have the same makeup looks, the same type of hair, slick back, the same eyeliner, the same type of blush, the same way. Like, خلاص.
The same
all
clothes,
copy-paste.
the same shoes. Oh, right now the Loewe tank top is trending. Let's buy it. Oh, right now I don't know what is let's buy it. Let's buy it. We all look the same.
Literally, no, you
Why
don't.
are golden gooses back, for example? They're disgusting.
They're disgusting. They're so ugly. Why would anyone want a pair of shoes that look like they've just got taken out of the garbage? Why? You know,
And
guys,
they're expensive.
I swear to God, if my mom sees these shoes at home, wallah, she'll throw them. She'll think they're garbage.
Like I
it's
wouldn't pay that
unbelievable.
money for those shoes. I'd rather buy Adidas. I'd rather buy Nike.
Mohik, I have white shoes. I'll just take them, go put them in the mud a bit, and get them back. خلاص, they're golden goose. Oh, Yeah, I was gonna say that literally when I went to Jordan this summer, okay, like before I went to Jordan, I ordered things on Shein, as I do always. Okay, so tell
Shein is
me
a disease.
why, like, it really is. Shein is a disease. But tell me why I'm sitting in like Dimitri's in Jordan. And I'm wearing my sunglasses and I look around and I see like 7 girls with the exact same sunglasses as me. Because why? Because we all got it from Shein.
God, there's no individualism
Mafi,
anymore.
mafi,
There's no
like-
guys. Individual. You are called an individual because you're your own person.
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
unique. You, the way you look, the way you are is unique.
Mafi that now.
We're not unique.
No,
Even
no.
our personalities
I swear.
are not unique
I-
because everything we're learning is copy paste TikTok. Copy paste
No,
TikTok.
no, no. You don't understand. Like Gen Z as a
We
whole.
speak TikTok.
Listen, I love our generation, okay? But Gen Z as a whole, like our entire generation, is the same person.
No, literally.
No, like we are not individually different.
Nope.
Every single one of us is the exact same as the one beside us because of the way we talk, because of the way we speak, the way we talk and the way we speak. Yeah, really. Because of the way we talk,
And
the way
that's
we
why-
look, everything.
That's why older people right now, like they all like put us in the same category because honestly, they're right. Like for example, when my millennial boss goes like, "Oh, all of you Gen Zers are like that." Yeah, he's right.
Yeah.
We are all like that.
Mush mistake. Imagine like one of my brother's friends.
It's because we were raised by the internet.
yeah.
That's the problem.
But no, one of my brother's friends, shout out Matsum, he literally told me, he was like, Sara, you talk like how my little sister talks, like TikTok, like you speak like TikTok. And I was like,
which
you're
is so
right.
bad.
You are right.
It's so bad. Like
It's so bad. I
On
hate
Looney
it.
Tunes, I try so hard to not, like speak proper English and not
swear.
speak TikTok.
I hate it. I hate it. I hate that little ginger. I really do hate that little ginger. Oh my God.
Anyways, so besties, we're gonna go to the Talking Lemon, which is really far. Oh my gosh.
I'm so happy I'm not even gonna ask, like I'm not even gonna contribute to go and get it.
Because it's next
Yeah.
to me. Okay, catch. You have to
Oh my
catch.
God, if it goes there,
We're not picking
we're
it
not
up.
picking it up. Like we're gonna
But
imagine.
you guys get the point, yeah.
Throw.
Period! TikTok.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So, Sarah, I'm gonna ask you. You know the rules of Talking Lemon.
Yep.
You have to be vulnerable. So, was there ever a time in your life during the journey of weight loss and weight gain where you of weight loss actually, where you lost hope, or during weight gain where you lost confidence in yourself to the point where it led to maybe depression or other mental struggles?
It's actually like, I don't think I've mentioned this before. It wasn't when I gained weight that I felt lost. It was when I lost it. You know why? Because in a month, I lost, I think, like 8-9 kilos in 1 month.
Yeah.
And I lost them and it showed big time that I lost weight, and I looked at myself and because I was so used to what I saw before, I looked at myself now and I was like, who am I? And people would usually be happy when they lost weight and everything, and I was happy because I was more healthy, I was active, everything. But I felt like I was just battling myself because losing the weight means, I guess losing the weight means I'm just letting go of all the trauma that I built it on, So when I was losing the weight, I just looked at myself and I was like, wow, like I feel like I'm seeing how I looked like in high school again.
Yeah.
Like I'm not there yet.
Started getting yourself back.
I started getting myself back and I haven't felt like myself in like years, 4 years, ever since I was 16, 17. I haven't felt like myself because I felt like I was being controlled by someone else, So now that I have the power to be myself, I looked and I thought I was having an identity crisis. I felt like it was a total stranger in the mirror and I don't know who that person is. So yeah.
I felt every single word of that. I get exactly how you mean, because even me, like like I'd look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I kind of look like how I used to look when I was younger. But then, wait, the trauma is gone. You're right. You're right. The trauma that I built that weight on is gone. And it
Yeah.
was like I lost a piece of myself, but it's a piece that I needed to let go.
Yeah, exactly.
But maybe I wasn't mentally prepared for the mental thing that was gonna come from losing weight.
Yeah.
Maybe I thought that it was just how I looked, but it's way more than
Way
that.
more than that.
Way more than
because
that.
I felt like when I lost the weight and it was just me admitting to myself that I'm finally letting go of everything that hurt me before. I'm finally letting go of the person that made me like this, you know, and I needed that because it was time to let go. You know, it was time to be myself. It was time to bring back who I was before that, you know. So as much as I didn't want it to go, it had to go.
100%. And I'm so proud of you.
Yeah, and honestly. I'm so proud of you.
Because I understand that like a split second of identity crisis.
Yeah.
And I understand how hard it is coming out of that, like, oh, it's over.
Yeah.
War is over.
War is over.
So I'm proud of you.
I'm proud of you.
Stop it. You shut up. You shut up. But I'll tell you, you know, what I actually struggled with the most is the way people saw me after I lost weight.
100%.
Oh my God, can we talk about that?
Yeah, 100. The compliments?
Not just people.
Sorry.
People started treating me differently, and that did not sit right with me at all.
100. Stop.
Like, holy shit. People were suddenly starting to treat me better, like a human being.
Yeah, people were started to like my stories, slide into them, and I'm just like, sorry.
Even my friends, like our friends, like, oh, you lost so much weight, like, period. You look so good. It makes me think, did I not look good before? Like, why are you treating me nicer now?
Yeah.
Like, and they don't realize it. That's the thing. But I realize it because I know how it, like, it's just different. It's slightly different the way. Even oh my God, my mom made it.
Your mom went crazy.
She threw a party.
No, she went crazy, guys. You don't. When she saw me and her, she was just like, what's going on? Like,
she was so happy. Hatta in public, like, okay, I feel like I've always had pretty privilege, but when I gained weight, no, I did not.
Yeah.
And I felt that I did not, which was also very shocking and flabbergasting to me, because what do you mean? What do you mean? You know?
Like, sorry?
And then I haven't felt pretty privilege in a while, I'm not gonna lie, because I was fat. But then when I lost the weight,
suddenly it came like a rush back to you.
Yeah, and I'm like, whoa, like, the world is to fat people. Like, I'm so sorry. No, really. Like, I didn't realize how shit it is to be fat in today's society than when I lost it, which is so sad. Like, it's so sad. But it's true. And I feel for you. Like, I feel for you guys. I am telling you, I was fat. I know what it feels like. But if you can do something about it, you don't have an excuse.
Yeah.
You don't have an excuse. So let's talk about how to find balance and self-acceptance during these pressures, the pressures of losing weight, the pressure of gaining weight. Honestly, when you gain weight, although it sucks, like, and you notice you gained weight and you're like, ugh, I gained weight, it's very important to accept that, listen, I gained weight. What can I do about it? A lot. Let me start. So don't like ignore, like how we used to ignore that we're fat. No, like you need to acknowledge it. Be like, okay, even if you're upset about it, even if you're sad about it, I get it. Especially if like you were thinner before or whatever you looked like before and you gained weight and you're like, oh my God, and you're feeling overwhelmed and you're feeling anxiety over it. You can't change it.
Yeah.
It happened. خلاص, you gained the weight. Now do something about
مش
it.
mistake, like عادي, like if you gained
to
like
accept
2-3 kilos, like it's fine.
Yeah.
Gain weight, but just know that خلاص you gained weight. مثلا if I gained weight, I get it, I see it, خلاص, okay, I need to do something about it. Like, it's okay to gain weight. Just accept the fact that you did and work on it.
Work on it.
You know?
And balance, like, also, like, But you need to learn how to balance accepting yourself during the pressures that are coming to you from your family or from
Yeah.
social media or whatever. You need to balance those things, because if you don't have balance and you don't have like a sharp mind about it, you're gonna fall behind and you're not gonna progress. You're gonna stay where you are or even gain even more weight. So you have to
100%.
accept it, and whatever pressures are around you, whether you like it or not, it might seem harsh, it might seem mean. Like I literally told you, my mother would call me fat every single day, would call me just to tell me fat. But it reached the point where خلاص, I accepted it. I accepted her comment. I acknowledged it. Now let's do something about it. Let's work on it.
And I feel like, especially like, I feel like a lot of Arab girls would relate to this topic, you know, when
Yeah.
it comes to moms and everything. As hard as it is, and as much as it sucks to hear it from your mom, I feel like in order for you to not get annoyed and not be like depressed from the pressure of what she's saying or from what she's saying in general, you just need to remind yourself that she's saying this because she sees what you can't. Like she's saying this because she knows what you were, and she sees how you are now, and she's just looking out for you. As what she's saying is, and as hard as what she's saying is, you need to take it in a way where خلاص, like she's your mom and she's just trying to get her message across the best way she knows how. You know, like no matter how shitty it sounds, you just
Yeah.
need to
You need
remember
to
that.
accept.
Yeah.
You need to accept the pressure and learn how to block it out in
Yeah.
order for you to grow and progress in a healthy way. And you need to accept and acknowledge that this is where you are now, and let's work on it.
For sure.
I want to ask, actually, Sarah, what advice would you give to someone who's struggling with body image and the pressures of fitting in?
I feel like the one thing I can say is that it really, really does get better. Like it honestly really does. As hard as it is, and as lonely as it seems right now, as lonely as you feel right now, you need to know that you need to work through it, and it will get better for you once you put your mind to it. Because if you're just sitting down and feeling sorry for yourself about it, but not doing anything about it, it's not going to help. It's not going to get better magically. People that say, yeah, it takes time, like, don't worry. It's going to take almost 100 years if you're sitting down and not doing anything about it.
Exactly.
You know?
You can't put it takes time as an excuse.
Exactly.
It takes time, Tab. Are you doing anything? You're not.
It's like when people say, oh, like, إذا هاد كان شغلك, if this is meant for you, it will work for you no matter what. Yeah, but you still need to work for
You
it.
need to work for it.
Like
yeah.
if
You
it'll
need to
come to you, but you
initiate
need to work for it. Yeah, exactly. You need to be on that path at least. Yeah.
I feel like my advice, especially about like how to deal with like fitting in. Listen, I'm gonna give it to you من الآخر. Fitting in.
Yeah.
Okay? If you're ever gonna do something, do it for yourself, not for the sake of fitting in or looking like all the girls or looking like the girls on social media or looking like maybe even your friends. Fitting in. You don't need to fit in. You are, again, called an individual. Be individual. Be your own. As long as you're happy from the inside and you feel good from the inside, it will show, by the way, on the outside. And if you feel good from the outside, and if you have a healthy lifestyle, if you're thriving, if you're taking care of yourself, because by the way, there's so many people that their body, they don't look skinny. Okay, they don't look fat or obese, but they're not skinny. They have maybe some, like, not like being skinny or having that figure. I'm pretty sure you can all imagine it right now in your heads as I'm speaking. That is not necessarily healthy.
Yeah.
You know? It's not about how your body looks from the outside. It's about being healthy. You know, like I could be, for example, skinny, super skinny, but maybe I eat 10 burgers a day. It's just my metabolism. Or
Yeah,
maybe I don't eat at all.
100%.
Or maybe I don't eat at all.
No,
you know?
100%.
Skinny does not mean healthy. Healthy will show on your face the most, by the way.
You'll glow.
You will glow. So there's not really a specific body that is right or wrong, or the specific body to idolize or go after, or this is your goal. Because you might work out for that skinny figure model figure. And first, it might not look good on you. Second, you might not be able to do it because your body is different. The way every single person's body is different. Every single body, like, Like you can't compare yourself, and like just because you don't look like that, it means I don't fit in. Maybe you are not meant to look like that. At the end of the day, God created all of us. Not a single human being on earth looks exactly the same. Even doppelgangers and twins don't look exactly the same. Like even identical twins don't look exact the same. Allah خلق كل واحد in the, like, with their own unique features.
You are what you are, and I am what I am, and that is what makes us individuals.
But also, you are what you eat.
Yep.
That's my advice. We're gonna go into our gaming segment, and this game is super fun. It's called Guess whether the diet is fake or real. Like, does it actually exist or not? So basically, I'm gonna say a name to a diet to Sarah, and she has to guess if that diet actually exists in real life, that people do it, or it sounds fake, like it seems fake.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, so... Okay, Sarah.
Yeah.
The cotton ball diet. Do you think that's a real diet?
Fake. Fake. Has to be fake. What is the
final answer?
What's a cotton ball diet?
I will tell you if that's your final answer. Locked in? Fake?
Fake.
It's a real diet.
No, shut up.
I swear. It's basically a dangerous diet where people eat cotton balls soaked in juice to feel full without consuming calories.
Like swallow cotton balls.
To feel full.
Guys, you're insane.
It's an actual diet. People do it. Yeah.
Insanity.
Okay, I'm gonna give you one more. This is so fun. The bubble wrap diet.
As in bubble wrap?
Yeah.
Fake.
Yeah. It's fake.
Thank God.
But it would have been a diet that revolves popping bubble wraps whenever you're hungry. I don't know, it's stupid, but it's a fake diet. It's a fake diet. Okay, your turn. I have to guess.
The apple diet.
Fake.
Final answer?
Yeah.
For sure?
Yeah, the hell is an apple?
It's real.
What is it?
Whenever you feel hungry, you just eat an apple.
Just an apple?
Only apples. The whole day. Every single time you're hungry, you just eat an apple.
I mean, it is a saying that eat an apple a day to keep the doctor away, but an apple
Literally,
a day.
just an apple. Like,
oh my God.
Imagine people go up to eating like 25 apples a day.
Damn.
Just for them to feel, just for them not to eat anything
apple
else.
Has sugar, yeah, يعني it's not a good diet.
مو بس هيك, like too much of anything is bad.
Yeah, of course,
like,
of course.
Imagine.
Damn.
Okay, one
Give
more.
Give me another one, yeah.
No. The rainbow diet.
The rainbow diet. The rainbow diet? I feel like it's real. I feel like I could see it. I feel like it means that like the color of your plate like has to be rainbow. Like you have to have your greens, you have to have like your like protein, your carbs. Like I feel like it makes it like rainbow.
Final answer?
Yeah.
Loser. Fake.
It's fake?
The rainbow diet.
Like what is it?
It's a diet where you can only eat food that match the color of the day.
Oh my God, that's so funny.
Yeah,
of course that's fake. Anyways, that was really fun. Guys, we have a lot more, but we don't want to take too much of your time.
Yeah, Ahmad's gonna kill us.
Ahmad's gonna kill us. But let's go to the shout out segment.
Period. Okay.
Give a shout out to someone that made your weight loss journey a little bit more bearable and easier.
My mom, definitely. I feel like if my
mom... Shout out, auntie!
I feel like if my mom wasn't part of my weight loss journey, then I really wouldn't be where I am, because she would wake up like at 6 a.m., make me my breakfast, she would make me my lunch, dinner, everything. Like she would be the one to literally like guide me with the food throughout the whole day. If she, like when my mom is not here, I do not eat. I don't know how to eat without my mom being here, you know. If my mom is not here, like all I eat is junk, which is so bad. Mama, please come back from Canada.
Okay.
But yeah, like for sure.
That's amazing.
Love you, mama.
Love you, auntie.
Wait.
Okay. I feel like, I mean, I already gave her a shout out, but times two. Asma, because Asma was the only one in Abu Dhabi at the time where I
Yeah.
was losing weight. So she was really helping me a lot. And in the beginning, I was super against working out. I was like, I'll just eat healthy or I'll just limit my portions. But she's like, listen, I'm taking you to the gym with me. Your previous personal trainer traumatized you and you hate working out because you just have this idea of what
Yeah.
the gym is. Let me change your mind. And I remember she took me to my gym and she like gave me a session, and I was like, oh my God, I want to do that every day now. Like, she showed me that working out does not have to be like hard and annoying, and it doesn't have to be something that's like a hassle.
It doesn't have to be a struggle.
It doesn't have to be a
Yeah.
struggle. She showed me that no, working out can be fun
Yeah.
and is fun. And once you are continuously working out and you're consistent with it, you cannot spend a day without
Yeah,
it. Like,
for
you
sure.
feel like something is missing
No, for sure.
from your day. Like, when I come to Dubai and sleep over
Feels
here,
weird.
it feels weird. Like, I can't wait to go to Abu Dhabi. Genuinely, I want to
Yeah.
go back to my routine, to my classes, to working out. Like, I just have like a routine now,
sure.
you know?
Assumi.
A certain lifestyle. So Asma, I
Wow.
love you, bestie. Yeah. So yeah. Okay.
Very demure. Very mindful.
Very cutesy. So, besties, thank you so much for tuning in this week. I'll see you next week. Please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, follow me on social media. I always put them in the description. And again, and I keep saying this every single episode, I always ask for your opinions, suggestions, topics you want me to open up. And you're not telling me. Tell me, guys, it's a
Tell
safe
her.
space. It's a safe space.
Tell
Come
her.
on. So, yeah.
Amazing.
3, 2, 1.
Looney Tunes